if you turn around and look at the falls right now.
Whoa, that's wild.
This is the first time I've taken 4 blind people on a Niagara trip.
Contra for your camera?
Yeah.
And yourself?
Yeah,
definitely.
Do people really go over in a barrel?
They haven't in a while, Michael. We're going to keep it that way.
We are in the USA Falls right now. Okay, black logo on back. Larry, I'll help you in a second. Let me get mine on. You are in the falls. Oh, man. You feel this? Yeah.
What's your first impressions of the falls?
Well, I'm having some bittersweet feelings. I was supposed to come here with my family 20 years ago.
Oh, we're getting higher. Coming right down on the rocks to your left. Wow. You feel it? Yeah. Feel that power, feel the wind. Going to the next level right now.
What this is really is there's the Great Lakes. There's 5 Great Lakes. The water below us is 4 of the 5.
Pretty intense to sit here and watch, well, listen to the falls. It's pretty cool.
The water flows north and it lands in Lake Ontario, which is the final Great Lake.
And of course I get the, you know, the mixed feelings of, boy, I bet it looks nice, you know?
Yeah.
When you finally got onto the top of that hurricane deck and you came out, you're like, you know, yeah, Ben has done a lot of filming. Don't worry about this shot. Wait till you get the shots over there.
I was getting a picture of you guys coming down the stairs.
Don't worry about that shot. Yes, he's got a camera to his hip, and yes, for his own blind dance or whatever he's going to be filming, but I also want him off the camera to experience this visual experience, and it's a different type of one. I'm going to tell you why.
John, if you can get Larry,
Yeah.
I know there was some apprehension with Nikki getting up there, and then she's like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I experienced this.
I've been pretty blind all of Aubrey's life, but I don't think we've ever experienced something that we actually focus on blindness and have these kinds of discussions.
Yeah.
No, because I think you talk about it when you
This
go
is
out
going
with
to
the
be a
teenagers.
good trip for you, Aubrey.
I'm excited.
They call it a hierarchy of blindness, and the kids with most vision would be the ones to assigned to do more to help the blind kids. And so it's almost like people who are totally blind who've been raised that way sometimes have a chip on their shoulder about it.
So I'm very excited about this group. You're all rock stars.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right onto I-1.
Michael, you're the biggest rock star of all.
Well, no, not really.
You know what? No, I mean I look at you and I especially because, you know, we have the same disease and it's progressed differently. And I just think about what a beautiful heart you have because it hasn't affected you, but you lived with that threat through your whole life.
And you're walking out and everybody's laughing like they just came through, like, you know, the most amazing, like, roller coaster log flume or something, and your adrenaline and the feeling is so like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. As soon as we got done, I'm like, I want those passes tomorrow because I want to experience it again. You know, and it took us. You think about the effort, David doing a fundraiser and all the effort to get here, and we're here.
David, first impressions, what do you think?
Niagara Falls is awesome.
Yeah.
It's more spectacular than I could have imagined. Even though you're sitting here with 1,000 other tourists, just looking at the water cascade off that cliff, it is just an unbelievable experience.
That's the major Horseshoe Falls. That is one of the highlights of the trip, is going into the falls on the Maid of the Mist. You start out, you feel a little sprinkle. Are you ready to burn it?
Yeah.
Burn, baby, burn. have David as, you know, he had brain tumors, which caused his vision loss. We have Nikki with glaucoma. We have Ben with retinitis pigmentosa, and then we have Larry who had detached retinas.
It's a little frustrating and bittersweet that I can't see what's happening, but you know, the fact that I could see before and I have an idea what they look like helps.
So you run a movie in your head of what you're hearing and feeling?
Yep, and what I've seen before in pictures or on TV.
With this
You know, instead of saying it's bittersweet, why don't you look at it as the fulfillment of a long lost opportunity?
Wow.
What you guys do for us is that you share the beauty of Niagara Falls.
Hey, David? Cheese.
So, you know, it's a win-win when I get to share Niagara Falls with you, because then you share it with the world as well. So.
Or I can see like the colors.
The water is celebrating right now. I'm telling you, we are in the USA Falls right now.